Hey guys, so in the last video, I showed you how to configure the phone, and so now that the phone is configured, we can actually test the IMU and get some data from it. Okay, so here, okay, so in order to start getting the values from the IMU, the easiest way to do this is to go to this website, GitHub, and then go to GitHub/Imperial Robotics/Bosch IMU. And after you do that, you can just download this zip file here. Here it is, zip downloaded, and then find wherever you have all of your code. It should be pretty similar to mine. Mine is in GitHub, and then Venom6209, and then you've probably seen this before. You have to click on all of these, go into here, and you're at op modes, so this is probably where all of your code is. If not, it doesn't really matter, you can just put it wherever yours is. But so then all you need to do is drag these files into here, and then now they're with the rest of your code. So that's cool. So if you actually go to Android Studio, then you can find the files here. And anyways, if you look at the Adafruit IMU file, it's basically just a way for your IMU to communicate with the robot. So if you look all the way up at the top, has a whole bunch of memory address stuff. Yeah, it's pretty complicated, so this is a lot easier than trying to figure it all out yourself. So what you really want to look at is this method right here, get IMU gyro angles. It basically takes some arrays that you create and puts all of the values from the cache of the IMU and puts them in these arrays so you can use them for whatever you want. Anyways, there's also an IMU test program right here. It allows you to test if your IMU is working, and also tells you some basic gyro information. Like you see here, it outputs the yaw angle and the pitch angle, so that's pretty cool. So you can use that for some basic testing. So yeah, so if you wanted to use this kind of stuff in your own programs, I can also show you how to do that real quick. So basically what you want to do is go to whatever program, well, whatever class you want to use it in. Like for me, I'll just put it in my teleop. And anyways, what you want to do to create the object is basically type Adafruit IMU space and then whatever you want to name it, and then this will create that IMU object for you. And then what you can do is, what you need to do actually is you need to create this thing right here, a volatile double roll angle, and then basically you have all of these things. You basically put the roll angle in a double, the pitch angle in a double, and the yaw angle in a double array. That's what I meant. Anyways, so after you do that, then you can just type imu.get gyro angles, and then the names of the three arrays, and then return whatever angle you're looking for. And then you want to make sure you have bracket 0. You want 0 in the brackets, because the 0 value, the 0th index in the array, is the value that you're looking for. The other values are not really as important for the methods that you'll probably be using them for. So yeah, you can create all of these methods to use them, and yeah. So also, if you're using this, what you'll want to do is, when you're actually running the program, you need to, let's see if I can find it. Okay, sorry. So basically what you need to do is you also need to map the IMU just like all of your other hardware, like how you would map your motors and servos. So actually how I did it here was, you don't have to do it like this, you can just put it straight in the class itself. But anyways, I can show you that real quick. So basically, yeah, you'll need to, whenever you're using the IMU in the program, you'll need to pretty much copy this block of code in. What this will do is, since there is no Adafruit IMU object established in the FTC stuff, you'll need to do this more complex way of hardware mapping it instead of just, hardware map dot servo, because there's no like dot IMU, because it's not something that would normally be used in here. So you would need to initialize it as a new Adafruit IMU hardware map, and then this would be whatever you want to name it. So if you named it Hydro, you need to make sure that in your phone you configure the name as Hydro, or whatever you name it here. Also, you need to make sure you start the IMU before you use it. If you do not start the IMU, it will not give you the proper data. And also, if you want to run the programs, you need to make sure that you register them in the FTC op mode register. Like I have the IMU test class registered right here. You would just do it like this, and that would be great. So yeah, so I'm going to show you the exact process to actually run one of these IMU programs on your phone. So I have, hold on a second, there we go. I have my robot stuff all right here, and everything is set up like I showed you in the last video. And now I'm just going to plug this stuff in, turn it on, and here you go. I'll just show it here. So there you go. You should see something like this. If you don't, you're gonna need to restart your robot, restart the app, and hopefully that'll fix it for you. So here we go. Also, you need to make sure you have the other driver station phone. So when you start the FTC robot controller and this at the same time, it should give you this screen, and then you want to press select op mode. Sorry, yeah, right there. And then so I'll select IMU test, and then just press initialize. Give it a few seconds. It takes around 5 to 10 seconds usually to initialize. There we go. Finished initializing. Press play. And now all the IMU values are now being displayed. So if you look here, it says headings yaw, and then if you look at Euler, that's probably what you're looking at. That'll be from 0 to 360. based on where you started it. The position that you started it at will be 0, and then if you turn it around, the values will get larger and smaller. By the way, the values are negative 180 to 180. So if you go halfway around, then it's 180, and then it would start being negative. So that's cool. And also the default program also has the pitches like that. So if you roll the IMU around, you'll be able to see it changing. It's pretty cool. Yep, just turning it around, and you can see all the values changing. It's pretty cool. Okay, cool. So like I said, if you want to use this IMU data in your own programs, you want to follow the instructions that I just explained. Once again, you need to create the object, and then you need to map it as I have shown here. Okay. And then whenever you want to find the angle, you need to do IMU or whatever you've named it, .get IMU gyro angles, put the names of the double arrays in, and then return whatever angle you want, and then 0. Make sure that's 0. And yeah, so if you followed all of these instructions carefully, you'll now be able to use the IMU values however you want to use them. So yeah, that's it. That's all you need to know to run all of this kind of stuff on your own phones and your own robots.